Welcome back to Little Stinkers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey here with Kaudan Jala.
Pop Ping.
Jacob from Mattera.
Pringner.
Jeff Simmons. Welcome to everybody in the chat. And thank you for everybody who's coming here from the Little Stinkers Live AMA on YouTube. It's so nice to see your beautiful screen names in the chat there.
Wagwan, Rusty. Wagwan.
Go buck in the chat if you're getting some pussy these days, man. I don't think that gets celebrated enough, man. If you're getting some pussy, if you're sitting on that thing, you deserve to be celebrated.
Springtime?
Yeah. It is. It is. You can smell it in the air, Jake.
Skim about to show. Trash night.
Oh, man. Boy, these athletic NAs are going down like water tonight, baby.
How do you find an NA IPA versus an NA Corona?
I'll tell you what. This Athletic Brewing Company Run Wild IPA is as close to a real IPA as I've had, and the Corona NAs are as close to a real regular ass beer that I've had. So they're both pretty fucking good.
Neck and neck.
Yeah. We're not even sponsored by them. Lou Tibbs, congrats, brother. Lou got some PUSSY in a foreign country.
Whoa.
Man.
St. James Island. Zap! I'm sorry.
That was mean. You didn't have to do that.
I'm sorry, Lou.
Where's the country that the little boys are ogled over? That Asian country everybody goes to?
Thailand?
Yeah.
Thailand? Oh,
Congrats on your trip to Thailand. And I believe it's spelled bussy.
I worked with a sex tourist once.
A sex tourist?
It was a guy that I would just see in the mornings, like when I got there. And one day we were in the copier room at the same time. And I knew he was away. And I was like, oh, how'd your vacation go? He's like, great, let me show you some pictures. And he cornered me for like 10 minutes.
Whoa.
And as he's going through, he went to Thailand. And he's showing me pictures of his girlfriend, who was clearly a woman that he bought for the week. Who in every picture is just like this. It's just like, dude, please, this is insane that you would show a person.
A person that you know and he knew never was with him outside of that week in Thailand. He referred to as his girlfriend.
Yes. And just, there's nothing in her eyes that said girlfriend.
This is transactional.
Yes, it was transactional, Jake. Now, boys, last week we had a special episode of Little Stinkers with Killdozer, a guy who, man, he forged a special place in my heart.
That guy did everything right, man.
Yeah, he was pitching a no-hitter in life.
Dude.
Yeah, talk about an immaculate inning.
Mitch Dudley, I don't even think we'll have to make that a Patreon goal for me to do full cat face. I will find a reason to wedge cat face into what we're doing one episode, and I'll make it worthwhile.
Okay, let's just focus not on the chat for a few minutes.
All right. So, John.
Mike.
I want you to flip that coin to determine whether or not we're going to do an Impractical Jokers episode or if we do a Little Stinkers episode, because we got a fun one tonight, if so.
Can't wait.
It's going to be a fun one either way. Oh, God. You got to play it on the floor.
Almighty, man.
Play where it lies.
Ah, it's on the wrong part. Congratulations, Mike. You've won again.
Thank you. It feels good to always win. All of this is for me. Now, I'm happy tonight because we're going to be speaking about the Brazilian Dexter, Jake.
Whoa.
Pedro Rodrigues Filho.
Feel what?
You heard me.
Hey,
Filho. Lil Petey, a.k.a. Pedrinho Matador.
Pedrinho.
Yes.
What's that mean?
I think Little Pedro.
Pedrinho Matador is the bull
Killer.
guy.
Matador means killer.
Oh.
Yeah.
So a matador in Spain with the bulls
Yeah.
is called the killer?
Well, they
Holy
end up
shit.
stabbing the fucking thing.
God, I don't like that. I've never
never
watched
saw
one
that?
to the end. No.
Yeah, they
Oh my
fucking...
God, it's a bloodbath.
They just
Jesus.
jab it full of fucking
They
spears.
stab it right here.
Well, they're going to eat it.
No.
They're going to jab it full of spears while saying, hit me, baby, one more time.
All right, maybe we should go back to the chat.
You know, Catface doesn't sound that bad right now.
Yeah, throw it on.
But this gentleman was known as the Brazilian Dexter because he seemed to only kill people that either wronged him or their extermination benefited society.
Do you feel like he really did play by those rules?
With the murders that I'm aware of, yes.
It's like the Robin Hood of killing.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good feel-good killing.
Yeah, it's the way killing should be done.
I agree,
The
man.
bad guys.
I agree. Do you ever fantasize about becoming a good guy killer?
No.
You're getting the helmet request, John.
Okay, not sure why.
No, Mike, I have not. How about you?
I would love it, Jake.
You would love to go around killing people for good?
Brother, if I didn't have a family, I would have been killing people.
Oh my God. All right, that's troublesome to hear over the airwaves.
Well, it just shows how much I love my family.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You're a good guy.
It shows that sometimes when your family holds you back, it's a good thing.
Cognitive Todd, I was not a big Dex head. My wife got into it for a while, but I don't know.
I was not a big Dex head either. I think that was on when I was in college. And it was kind of like one of those lost things. I was like, this isn't great television. I think you guys are all just sucked into something because you need something to watch every week. Go Buck in the chat if you were real big Dex heads back in the aughts. I want to see who we're working with.
So he was born June 17th, 1954 in Brazil, Jake.
Oh, wow.
You ever been to Brazil? You seem like a guy who would visit there for a specific reason.
I
To
have
get
not.
waxed.
No, but yes, just for waxings, I fly in. Never been.
Get that BBL waxed up. Yeah, they waxed it before the surgery. I don't know.
Yeah. Jake, you should go for a front and back landing strip. I've always said that about you.
And don't forget the taint. We don't want the planes getting mixed up
Man.
down there.
I'm creating jobs down there.
Go Buck in the chat if you've been to Brazil, man. It does seem like the kind of place that I would like to visit.
I don't think I'll ever go to Brazil.
I don't either, man. I just constantly think about McCusker saying how he got robbed there and how nice the guys were about robbing him.
Yeah. Didn't he say that he pretended to not know what they were doing the entire time?
Yeah, and he
Just
said
be
they
like,
were like
"Oh."
very apologetic though about it, which is I get it.
So keep some money in your sock, I guess, is the
Yes.
rule there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so. It reminds me of when your pop sneaks you a little $5. Either keep money in your sock or have your pop with you at all times when you're in Brazil.
Yeah. Bring an old guy to Brazil with you.
Jake, you're gonna like this. When Pedro was in utero, his dad was very abusive toward his mother, so much
hate
so that he would beat up the womb, and he caused a damaged skull in Pedro.
Jesus
Why
Christ,
the fuck
man.
would I like that?
I don't know, man. You're a sick fuck.
Oh, man.
And there are interviews that Pedro ended up giving when he was older where he points out the scar where you could see that his head is a bit misshapen.
Does he?
Was there surgery when he was born? Or just that's how it ended up
Brother,
always looking?
he's poor in Brazil. If you're born with a fucking dented can, you're going through life with a dented can.
Yeah, but hopefully you get a discount at the supermercado.
He needed one of these in the womb. That's what he needed.
Yeah, let's install dunce helmets into all Brazilian wombs.
IU Dunce helmet.
That'll be our Mr. Beast charity. We bought 30 million snail shells to grow.
Painted them white ourselves.
Now, as has been the case with many of our stinkers, early head trauma is a pretty awful indicator of future behavior.
Well, what I noticed about this, though, this is the first time that the head trauma has ever come before birth.
Yeah.
And
I
he
don't know
ended
if I
up
remember
being
any
a
others.
good guy killer. You know what I mean? He
That's
killed bad
interesting.
guys. Yeah.
So are you saying that pregnant ladies should get their ass whipped?
No. Don't say it.
I already did.
What I am saying, I'm not saying that. But
Do
what I
wrestling on your
suppose
wife.
I am saying is that if a
Guys.
guy's going to beat his wife and baby up, better to do it when it's 2-for-1 shots, you know?
Yes, that makes perfect sense. Jake, you okay over there?
Yes.
We're all on the same page. I'm glad.
That is the most efficient way.
Thank you. I'm a logical, efficient
Terrible
person.
terrible thing.
Now, Pedro says the first time he felt the urge to kill was at the age of, what do you think?
I'm going to say 8.
-1.
In the womb, he felt the urge to kill?
Yeah. Got a dented can.
I guess you could eat a twin. Don't babies do that? What do they call
Yes,
it?
they
Yeah.
do.
Absorbing the twin or something?
That's a weird word for munching on your little
It's
brother.
It's a Velvet Revolver song.
Chat, help me out here. There's a very specific term for when a twin in his mommy's belly eats the other twin. I think it might be called absorbing your twin.
I don't like the phrasing of it. Well, what age
That
was he
sounds
when he
right.
said that?
He was 13 when he
Don't-
first felt the urge to kill.
Okay. I mean, shit, there's 13-year-olds a few miles from my house who are already killing, so
Yeah,
I think he started off slow in a good way.
I do too. So it was a cousin that he thought about killing. And he says he briefly considered and actually initiated the act but didn't go through with it of putting his cousin through a sugarcane press. What's it called, Jeff?
It's called Vanishing Twin.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Way spookier.
That really absolves the twin. He's also absorbing him, but it absolves the eating offender of any wrongdoing, which I don't like.
And good chance he's going to grow up to be a magician.
Is this your dead son? But yeah, he tries putting his cousin through a sugarcane press, Jake.
That sounds like it would be painful. I can't picture the apparatus, but it sounds like he was about to get squished.
Yeah.
It's funny you mention that because I was looking at sugarcane presses, and there are a lot of different variations. And they all involved rollers, so
Yeah.
you're getting smushed.
That's what I was imagining. 2 rollers going the opposite way, and you go through the middle.
Just Looney Tunesing in feet first and coming out flat the other side.
Yeah, and Jake, when you were imagining that, you were imagining putting your bird through there, weren't you, you pervert?
I did not say that at all.
It's called a Brazilian fleshlight, is what it is, Jake.
Well,
case
you
you're
know,
wondering.
you mentioned having 3 Asian hookers earlier, and Asians do have sideways vaginas, so if his penis is flattened the correct way, it could make Asian sex more pleasurable.
Is that what they mean when they say me play joke?
No, that's when they watch you drink your own piss on the internet.
I play the joke, though. What if they take credit for me play joke? No, you don't play joke.
Some got lost in translation.
Jake, in 1968, so he's 14 now, Pedro's father, who is a security guard at a school, is accused of stealing food. All right? Wrongfully accused of stealing food. He's fired from his job by the vice mayor of the town that they live in.
Damn, went all the way up the
Nice.
flagpole.
To vice mayor.
Pedro is not having this. So he's already broke the cherry with almost killing his cousin by putting him through the sugarcane press. So he sees his father wronged. I mean, we've all seen our fathers wronged. And the things we would do for our dads. What do you think Pedro does to get revenge for his dad being wrongfully accused of stealing food?
Does he put someone through a sugar press?
No, worse.
Does he kill the vice mayor?
He does.
What?
He blows him away with a shotgun on the steps of City Hall.
All right, it
Oh.
doesn't sound completely like killing bad guys.
His dad didn't steal.
But it was not him killing a murderer.
In his defense, vice mayor does sound like a made-up job. So this man was probably crooked. And then he also shoots and kills the actual thief. So somebody did take the food.
Was it another school employee?
Yes, it was.
Whoa.
Yep,
And he killed the person.
he did. So that's 2 for 1.
In 68, does he get called for either of them?
Just like the old Prego punch that Jake
No.
loves.
I don't love that.
What did you ask me?
Did he get busted for those?
He did not. He fled to Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Was he a suspect?
He was.
Okay.
He knew they were looking for him, but you know how hard it is to find a murder suspect in Brazil, Jake.
He didn't even leave the country.
No, he went to Sao Paulo. They're not going to find you there.
They could.
But
If
have
they had
you,
their shit together.
no, but have you ever seen how difficult it is to navigate through the favelas?
The what now?
The Brazilian hoods.
On foot or in a car?
Either or. They're pretty fucked up, man. So they build these like shanty towns on the sides of fucking mountains and shit.
Yeah, I've seen that before. That's called a
Oh,
favela.
it's like in the
Favelas. Wow.
third act of Bad Boys 2 when they're in Cuba.
Never saw it.
Sounds like a
It's great.
online exclusive Taco Bell order.
Oh, yeah.
3 favelas.
32 favelas. I don't know how
Volcano
big they are.
sauce.
Quinny P asked, why did they suspect him for stealing the food? Quinny, because he was covered in ketchup and he was taking a nap.
And he was using a loaded diaper as a pillow.
Oh, my God. Dude, that does sound like an app you could buy at Chili's.
The loaded diaper pillow?
We'll take a loaded diaper.
Oh my God.
Dude, the
That thing
loaded...
stinks.
Are those baked or fried?
Yeah, did the loaded diapers have melted cheese or is it cheese sauce? Both. Wow.
Yeah.
So he flees to Sao Paulo, Brazil. He joins a gang. Real badass here.
Yeah.
Not only that, but Jake, he falls in love
Man.
with a beautiful woman named Maria. They made a song about her.
Who did?
Santana. Maria, Maria.
Are you sure it wasn't featuring Santana?
She fell in love with a West Side Story.
Better give Rob Thomas his fucking flowers.
It's
Rob Thomas can
Wyclef
suck on
Jean.
my knob, Thomas, because he was not the writer of that song.
That was Wyclef?
It was Wyclef and Carlos.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Carlos was on his shit back
Yeah,
in
he
the
That was
cooking,
the
baby.
same album.
late 90s
Yeah.
features.
Yeah, that whole album was bangers.
Wait, it's only Smooth with Rob Thomas?
Yeah.
It wasn't a full album of...
No,
No,
that
bro.
was
It was
every song-
Carlos's album
Yeah, that-
featuring all these people?
And that's what Maria is.
Give
from.
me the helmet back. I have failed MTV late 90s. Fuck, dude, that was the only
Yeah.
thing I fucking knew.
Yeah.
Oh, Smooth.
It's
Not
okay.
Smooth is what I just did. There we go.
Smooth brain.
There you go.
Jeff.
Awesome, Jeff. So he's on the run for murder. He joined a gang and he falls in love and he impregnates this Maria, Maria. What do you think happens to her, Jake?
She's reminded of a West Side Story.
If the West Side Story involves being killed, then she is.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's killed while pregnant.
No.
What is up with the pregnant ladies in this story?
Punched while pregnant, killed while pregnant. What else do we have?
Carried while pregnant. I don't know what that means.
Let's ignore him. Just one last time. How did that go down?
A rival gang took her out because they wanted to get back at Pedro.
What did he do to get back?
Bro,
In the first place.
he's a hired gun, man. But you're going to like this.
I don't know.
Yeah. Every time you've said that, I have not
It
liked
better
it.
be the baby and the mother coming back to life.
Do you really want a dead baby in Brazil fucking footing around in goddamn creepy-ass flip-flops?
Yeah, it could be below everybody collecting change.
Now, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I often fantasize about my wife being murdered and taking revenge on the men who kill her.
Nope, I don't daydream about that.
It's like Taken, but if he had a day job. See, I'll get to you when I have time.
So he gets back at the killers of his wife, Jake.
Okay.
And the way that he does that is the rival gang leader is having a wedding. Now, at the wedding, a bunch of the gang is there celebrating as these gangers do. And
Okay, let's take it easy on that one.
and these gangers are just living it up at this wedding, man.
Jesus.
So Pedro, his life's been ruined by these fuckers taking his wife and his unborn child. So he shows up with a gun. He kills 7 and he shoots 16 others at this wedding.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty cool, right?
And he made it out to tell the story.
He did. And you thought I was a bad guy for fantasizing about my wife's murder.
Well, that didn't change after you told me what you told me. Did he go in by himself and handle this?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Dude, that's crazy. Those are some fucking wild numbers, and I don't feel very bad about these murders.
I don't either,
because they sound like they did some bad stuff too.
I do. I agree.
Oof, man. Fucking check, please. I'm gonna get my card back out of the basket because this blood's gonna take some dry cleaning to get out. You know,
You know, I'm just going to take all the cards just to make sure.
whoever makes it out, I'll deal them out later.
Yeah. Just message me on Facebook and I'll get you your card back.
Jordan, that's a great point. Is this Brazilian Dexter or Brazilian John Wick?
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't ever recall Dexter never watched an episode, but didn't seem like he ever went into a wedding and killed 7 and injured 16 others with guns.
And I mean, I support him for a million reasons. One, it's because he's defending the honor of the loves of his life that were taken from him. And I also have fantasized about shooting up weddings after I see the choreographed dance number coming in of the bridal party. Every time. I just wish the DJ had an AR-15 instead of a microphone that I could borrow. Jake, he's arrested in May of 1973 for the first 2 murders. Okay?
They found him in Sao Paulo?
He's caught.
In the place where you said he was uncatchable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he made
5 years later.
catchable. Yeah, how about that?
Was he purposely caught so he could kill other gang members in jail?
No, oh boy. Here's something interesting I want to tell you, though. So he goes to jail, and as soon as he's arrested, his father kills his mother with a machete.
This guy can't catch a break.
Man.
His father stabs his mother 22 times with a machete.
Could you imagine? You're just sitting in your cell like, how could this get any worse? And then the guard walks by. He's like, Brazilian Dexter, telegram. Papa.
Brazilian character that the show hasn't started yet. Does every chair in Brazil have a fucking machete holster on it or something? What is going on with machetes in South America, man?
Brother, I will tell you from experience, those coconuts aren't going to open themselves.
How long did you sit on a coconut to figure that out?
Look how pleased he is, man.
It doesn't make sense, but it tickled me.
But Jake, his father kills his mother because he knows Pedro's in jail, and if he's in jail, he can't get to him. It's almost as if the dad waited for him to go to jail. Now, the dad is told
Is that a Brazilian divorce?
Yeah, you get half of your wife.
That's bad. Yeah. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Feels good to be bad.
So, Jake, he waits until Pedro goes to prison to kill his wife. Now, he is giving false information that his wife is cheating on him by his side of the family, the father is. All right? The father recently was given a bonus at his job that the family wanted to get their hands on. They didn't want his wife having any of that bonus. So they convince him to stab his wife to death by telling him that she committed the ultimate betrayal. For you, Jake, what would the ultimate betrayal be?
Probably infidelity, right? Murder, infidelity, like, right?
No, there's no wrong answers. This is a personal preference.
The ultimate betrayal in my eyes would be if my long-term live-in girlfriend found another man who could actually take care of her.
I thought you were going to say went to Taco Bell without you.
Oh, my God. What would you do if you were driving down the
She
street?
did that a couple weeks ago.
John, what if you were driving down the street and you happened to glance through the front window of Taco Bell and saw your wife open mouth laughing at another man's jokes while they ate Taco Bell together?
Oh, man.
Mike, that honestly would give me the biggest pit in my stomach.
Sharing nachos Bel Grande. Yeah.
That honestly, wow, you made me feel something.
Yeah.
I hope that never happens.
Yeah, man.
That is not a Taco Bell reward right
No.
there.
Yeah, and my thing expired the day before I got to the drive-thru line. Every time.
To me, that's the ultimate betrayal, just knowing that your wife is getting her burrito grilled and stuffed by another diarrhea freak.
The guy probably doesn't even get diarrhea from Taco Bell. What a fucking jackass.
Does he last as long in the toilet as I do? Can you answer that for me?
He also has gout.
Yeah. Let me one flush. A fucking one flush, man. You ate dinner with me for?
I was just about to say, how many times does he flush the toilet? That was good. Wow, we're connected.
Well, if our wives ever do that to us, just know that we have each other.
That's good to know.
Yeah, thank you, man. So, Jake, while Pedro's father commits this murder, knowing that he's in jail, he gets housed at the same jail that Pedro is in. Pedro, he's biding his time, man.
Revenge is a dish.
He's just waiting on it.
Yeah.
Finally, he's able to access his dad's cell. He stabs him 22 times.
How many times did he stab the wife?
22.
Okay.
Runs in the family.
Wow. Genetic.
Bro, and get this. He cuts out his dad's heart.
Whoa.
Slices a piece off, chews on it, then spits it back at him.
Ooh, like an apple.
Mm-hmm.
But a heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Man, that plan backfired. Holy shit. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
That is monster shit right there.
Seriously.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you guys ever eat someone's heart in front of them just to be like, fuck you?
I would do the same. I would chew it, then spit it at them because there's no...
We wouldn't be like,
Yeah, just like give it to the dog next to you.
yeah. Put it in a napkin.
I'm actually stuffed. Thank you. Yes, I actually ate on the way here. I appreciate it, but it is good. Chews his dad heart, spits it back at him. And here's the thing. He's killing other people in jail. His dad isn't the only one. While he's locked up, Pedro kills 47 men in prison.
What?
You want to know why he does it?
They're bad guys.
Because he likes to kill, it sounds like.
Dude, he actually has a tattoo on his shoulder that says, "I kill for pleasure."
In English?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, in Chinese.
Yeah.
47. I mean,
Brazilian Dexter's getting numbers in prison.
yeah, is the jail happy that he's killing all these people? How does he not get locked up in confinement or fucking put to
I think it's
death?
less of a burden, right?
Because up until, I think, 2018, there was a Brazilian law which stated you cannot spend more than 30 consecutive years in prison. So he's like, I'm already going to be here. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to keep killing people because I like it.
Did they change that to since your last murder?
They changed it to 40 years.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the most amount of time that you could spend in Brazilian
Just
prison.
gotta keep working out, you know?
It is kind of nice, man.
Trying to get in that healthy routine.
Get stronger to murder better when you get out.
Now, there are a lot of different types that he kills in prison. Some of the ones that you can agree with. He kills a rapist while being transported to another facility. Have at it, buddy.
Yeah.
Like they're on the same bus together and he got him?
Yeah.
This guy just fucking buying shivs at the fucking commissary? This guy's never running out of sharp things.
Well, it's like sometimes you buy Cracker Jack, you never know what you're going to get in there as a toy. And
Everyone for him was a shiv.
Yeah, Brazilian Cracker Jacks, you get shivs in there. Little slide whistle sometimes.
Yeah, eventually. He does want a fucking slide whistle eventually. Sometimes it's like, fucking another shiv, dude. Guess I'll go stab a man to death.
Heath asked, let me ask you something. You like heart? How you like them hearts? I saw Jake do that to John this weekend in Boston.
Dude,
It
lifelong
was
dream.
incredible.
That was so fun.
It was so funny.
John's outside in a nice little joint circle happening, and I knocked, wrote a fake number on the thing, and slapped the window. Oh my God, I thought my hand was going to go through the glass.
And it was slowly turning into a hot girl-filled
It
room.
was,
So
yeah.
Jake was like in a room of dancing girls and slapped a number up. I was like, wait, whose number is that? It was a 555. So
It was,
he
yeah.
wouldn't even write a real number. He still went fake movie number on it.
I'm cartoon brain.
Jordan Kinder, if I'm saying that incorrectly, Jordan, please correct me. Jordan Kinder says, Mike, say, I kill for pleasure in your sexiest Brazilian accent.
And you just did that?
Yeah. Portuguese is a very nasally language.
Is that true?
I kill for pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
Is Harvey
You know what
Bardem Portuguese? Kind of sounded like him a little bit.
Thank you.
Wow.
I kill for pleasure.
It's not offensive in any way. I thought it was a deaf thing at
Thank
first.
you. That's
Yeah.
what, yeah. It,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I guess it's the same.
I'm trying to
It's
pair.
like Spanish deaf.
I'm trying. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to summon all the sexuality I have and pair it with deafness.
It's working, buddy.
I kill for pleasure.
Okay.
That's
losing
I
me.
Sexual?
kill for pleasure.
Oh, there.
You do have some
I
kind of.
kill for pleasure.
Who are you trying to get
Turn
laid
into
by?
Don Knotts.
My wife is going to hear me eventually, man. I kill for pleasure.
Porky Pig?
That's all the killing, folks. I kill for pleasure. That one was good too.
They like it a lot, Mike.
Yeah, we come
They
in
like
and
it
we
so much.
quatting.
You're getting the helmet.
Thank you. But yes, he kills rapists in prison, which we could all get behind. Jake, don't you dare. With consent, we'll get behind them for killing them. Kills rapists, and I thought these two were kind of funny. One, he killed a guy because he hated his face.
Okay.
That's understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, it's not.
it is.
it's understandable.
John, how many times have you seen a graphic on ESPN's website for Diana Taurasi and thought, yeah, I want to see more of that?
I don't know who that lady is.
All right,
who that
well,
is.
don't look it up because you're going to be haunted in your dreams by it. In addition to bad face guy that was killed, he kills a cellmate for snoring.
That's kind of a funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
no,
guess he's
Doesn't warrant
very loose with his
Mhm.
people who are doing things wrong morals.
Yeah. He could have just talked to like the jail nurse about getting him a sleep study, but murder is probably quicker.
But this is somebody that I can respect because there's a lot of times where we'll cover a stinker and they'll be hailed as the worst murderer the Midwest has ever seen. The guy's killed 13 fucking people. This guy is rumored to have killed over 100 people, and there's been 71 confirmed. So this is a guy who lives up to his
Whoa.
tattoos, Jake.
And what did his tattoo say again?
I kill for pleasure.
That's how I wanted you to say it.
I kill for pleasure.
Whoa, is there a Portuguese guy there?
Yeah. Kill for pleasure. But Jake, so I mentioned that he can only spend a 30-year stretch in prison before he needs to be released. Technically, he's sentenced to 128 years, but because of the Brazilian law preventing them from being in jail for more than 30 years, he's released.
What age did he go in?
He was a 19-year-old man. A 19-year-old man.
So he got out at
You're
49?
Still in killing shape when you get out. Big
Yeah.
time.
Oh, he looks great.
You got another decade of killing
He
in your
looks
50s.
great. So he's still alive?
Well, in 2007, he's released, and he looks great at that point. So he's crushing it. However, he's arrested 4 years later for inciting a riot and falsely imprisoning somebody.
Kidnapping?
Whoa.
Yeah.
What was the riot about?
I don't know, man.
Started a riot?
So they're like, hey,
It's so hard not to, though. Think about all the times you've been out partying, and you really have the ability to get people going.
Oh, yeah, I would start a riot.
and he looks great.
True. I
Yeah.
follow
They
this
come up
guy.
to him at the
yeah,
party, they're like,
slip a
Hey,
cop
Brazilian
car.
Dexter, you look great, man. What are you doing?
I can't pleasure. But think about this. Morgan Wallen got arrested this weekend for throwing a chair off the 6th floor of a hotel.
Very
saw that.
dangerous.
This
very-
guy likes to party, though. I mean,
well,
there should be
I
leeway
would
given
love to
when you're
throw-
arrested for party-related crimes.
Throwing a chair off
you
a
gotta
roof
have
is
a
cool.
friend that is down there saying the coast
Catching
is
it.
clear.
Okay.
Making sure people don't get fucking killed by a falling chair.
How do you feel about
know, but-
saying coast is clear, but there are cars around? You let it. All right.
Did he throw it like out into the street? Is there video?
There is video. I haven't watched it yet, though. But just as we were about to go on tonight, I saw that they posted a video of it. A
Can't
fun
wait
guy.
to
And here's the deal. Another thing about
Fun
Morgan
guy.
Wallen before we move on, but
You don't have to say.
anybody who is smiling in their arrest picture is all right in my book.
I made a really funny face in my arrest picture
Can you recreate it now for the
after
camera?
it was something along the lines of this. And I had been getting along with these guys. We had spent a couple hours together at this
The cops?
point. The cops, yeah. And I did that as a joke, thinking
Yeah.
he'd be like, "Come on, man, be serious,"
Yeah.
you know. But he didn't. I was the only one. So that's in
Whoa,
the
we
New
gotta
York
access
State
that database.
record. Yeah. If we ever have a
Can we
trip
look
to
it up?
Albany- I don't think so. It's been sealed.
I don't know if I ever asked you. Did you get your cheeks spit between?
No. I was the dom in the cell.
You had subs?
Yeah. My sub, I think he got arrested for hopping the turnstile,
That's sub behavior.
and he must have not been very nice to his arresting officer because she came over at one point and
Threw piss
was
on
like,
him.
"You can't have that in here." He was reading a book. She was like, "You can't have that." And he was like, "What?" why not? And she was like, you can rip out some of the pages if you want. And she was like, that's enough. And he ripped out some of the pages and
What the
gave her
fuck,
the rest of it.
man?
It was weird,
Where
man.
did he get a book from?
He had it on the to read on the subway.
Man,
In his hoodie or jacket or whatever.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
You can't have that in here, but you guys are in a cell.
Yeah.
Did they
I
not
mean,
check
she
your
just
pocket?
wanted to.
I just have the
Not be nice to
skeleton
him.
handcuff key, and jail cell key in my pocket.
Yeah, you can have.
Yeah.
John Herman says you were on Mug Shotties.
I wish it was public. I'd love to see it. I never got to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You never showed it to me. Officer Batista, are you out there? Show me.
Quinny P says, I wonder if he said the N-word when he threw the chair. That's called a Nashville Geronimo. Jake.
He definitely mouthed it when he did it, without a doubt.
How do you think he'd say it in Brazilian or Portuguese?
Say what?
That's not all right. Well, Jake, you're gonna like this. He's arrested in 2011. He's released in 2018.
Okay.
What do you think he does when he gets out of prison in 2018?
Goes right back to jail.
No.
Okay.
Straight and narrow rest of his life.
He becomes a pigeon broken leg rehabilitator.
He dies immediately.
No, he becomes a true crime YouTuber.
Shut
What?
the
Yep.
fuck up.
His YouTube channel was called Pedrinho Ex Matador.
Ex
Matador.
Ex-killer.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's
Little Pedro,
Yep.
ex-killer.
Yep.
And he's still making content?
No more.
Oh my
I want to
No
tell you this
loss.
though before we move on any further. He achieved 250,000 subs with over 34 million views on his videos.
what?
Congratulations to the Brazilian Dexter.
Yeah, he really did well for himself, Jake.
Damn. So, is he still with us?
He is not, but thankfully before he passed away, he was presented with a Silver Creator Award that YouTube sends you when you have over 100,000 subs.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
He must have had a little cash in his pocket. It must have been not a burden on his family. Did he end up having any family in the end?
No. But I also want to tell you, can you hold Jake's hand for this?
Oh no.
Jake, March 5th,
That's not my hand.
2023, he was killed in a drive-by shooting.
Whoa.
He was.
Oh, like stray bullet, or was it the gang coming back
No,
for him?
he was targeted.
Because of all of his misdoings from
Yes.
jail. He killed some of
Catch
the
up
wrong
to you.
guys.
They will, yeah.
Huh. Fucking drive-by. The dude went out gangster the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
71 confirmed kills, rumored to be over 100. Like I said, he was the Brazilian Dexter.
In certain ways.
Also-
Other ways, he killed people for having an unfortunate face.
Dude, gangster going out, gangster coming in, getting punched by his fucking dad before he's even out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a hard life before your life even begins.
Jumped in, jumped out, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck. That guy was a I will cross the street looking fella.
But he doesn't have killer eyes. When you see him, there's humanity in his eyes,
Yeah.
which is not often the case with these people that we cover.
Well, that's why he had to get the tattoo that says I go for play on.
Unless he got a Brazilian eye lift, I don't know, because I think that's popular down there.
What's that?
The Brazilian eye lift, where you get life injected into your eyes. But a fellow by the name of Jeff Lindsay is the creator of Dexter, and he used Pedro Rodrigues as the inspiration for the show.
Whoa,
oh,
for real?
really?
I'm not fucking around when I say this. Yeah.
All right, we were just surprised.
Are you fucking kidding? You call me a liar?
Yeah.
I'll fucking kill everybody.
seconds
That
before
is
he's like-
fucking wild.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. He does.
Well, so
Devin-
that guy was alive at least when his show was on.
Well, it was 2023 is when he was killed. So
Yeah, so-
Dexter was way off the air by then.
Wow.
But he was like out of jail when it was on the
I wonder
air,
if
so
he
we
was-
probably got
Yeah.
to see it.
Yeah.
You went to any of the premieres? Guest of honor?
He shows up like fucking Dr. Lecter.
Why
Just
are
let
there-
us know if you want any more cream puffs.
Why are there 10 open seats around him?
Guys, I was thinking about something last night relative to Silence of the Lambs that I'd like your input on.
Seat killers.
Do you know how in the
Nice.
beginning of Silence of the Lambs, when Clarice goes to visit the facility where Dr. Lecter is housed, and Mig says, "I can smell your cunt." I thought it would be funny if the movie piggybacked off that for the next hour and a half, where when she gets to Hannibal's cell, instead of saying "I myself cannot," if he's just like, honestly, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, it's bad. And then from
The
there,
rest of the movie,
dude, every scene is just people just talking about how bad her pussy smells. And at the end, when she goes to save, what's her name? Catherine Martin. Catherine's just like, actually, I'm good at. Could you slide over the concrete slab back over the well? I'm actually good down here.
oh wait, does your pussy smell like shit?
Is that your pussy or the well?
Yeah. So that's another route they could have taken, but I think they did a good job with the movie.
That you have to make that.
I might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a shot-for-shot remake where the plot still remains the same, but every single interaction she has a little bit of a... What is that?
Hell no, Clarice.
It puts the lotion on the pussy or else it smells good.
Jeff from way downtown.
Jeff, you might want to get ready for the helmet because
I didn't know that many people were in the chat.
T Rhodes, you got it. I'll get hired for
Oh my
you.
God. It's like Jeff told everyone in the chat to do the wave.
Jesus Christ. Somebody said, Jesus Christ, Jeff. That was gnarly.
Oh, man. Yeah, so that's another route that movie could have taken. And
Silence of the Clams.
That's great.
The Life Aquatica.
The Life Aquatica.
Herman says, I bet Jeff's face is so red. Beautiful, man. That's another one that still creeps me out. That movie's so well done that, what are we, over 30 years later, still scares me.
Yeah.
That shit's creepy. That shit mad creepy.
Our friend, you guys know Jim Grammond?
Yeah.
He used to do a great bit where he's talking about how guys always remark about ladies having stinky pussies. He's like, let's not act like balls smell like fresh laundry.
Got to keep up on your balls, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go Buck in the chat if you happened to be in the path of totality yesterday. Did anybody see full totality? Did their area get dark? I was really disappointed with my experience. It was cloudy during the peak.
Jake, did you watch it?
I stay watching. I'm always watching the sun. My eyes hurt.
I wanted to mention that. You haven't really been looking anywhere specifically tonight.
Yeah. San Antone.
Nice.
I was taking a damn nap. Ain't got no time for no damn eclipses.
What?
Wait, you skipped? Wow.
You napped through the eclipse?
He didn't miss anything. You couldn't see anything anyway.
Thank you, Jeff.
I had my eclipse glasses, and there was times of cloudlessness when I could see almost the peak.
Yeah.
Be honest, were you getting yourself high throughout?
Absolutely. I turn away from my little girl so she doesn't know about oral fixations. And I get really high, and then I pick her up, and I'm like, oh, my God, what have I done?
See, Jordan says, Seymour, Indiana, we were at 100%, and it was very lackluster. Oh, Terry Hart, okay.
Rochester. Yeah,
Easy
Rochester
money,
was
baby.
a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
I think Burlington, people got some
Really?
nice totality. I did wake up early to see it, actually, Corey. You know that. Tried to get back to sleep for a few minutes. Couldn't do it.
Great question, Ventus. What did the eclipse look like in heaven, Mike?
Oh.
I did see a view from a plane that looked pretty incredible. But, yeah.
Do they get eclipses in heaven?
Does the sun shine into heaven?
They do. Every now and again, depending upon what kind of cloud base you're standing on, there are sometimes breaks in the clouds.
So when you make a note, there's multiple types of cloud bases that we'll have to get into eventually.
Cumulus,
So
nimbus.
there are breaks in the clouds, and occasionally light or lack thereof from the moon passing between the sun and the earth will cause that a brief allowance of light.
Wait, an allowance of light, or okay?
Also a disallowance, depending upon what way it's moving, Jake.
Nice, Tristan. That rules.
What's Tristan doing?
He was working in the tank yard. No clouds in the sky. Got fairly dark in Michigan, and got pretty cool. Temperature drops of up to 10 to 15 degrees in totality path.
Whoa, really?
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, birds stop chirping. They get confused.
Doug, ain't nobody got no damn time to be watching eclipses, ellipses, Ulysses, or E-Class. I'm on the clock.
I saw a cool video from the, I think it was from the space station or from a satellite where it was of Earth and there was like a black spot like on the Earth.
Damn, that's tight.
It was pretty cool.
Could have been in space for that one.
Yeah.
I didn't even drive to fucking Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm never going to drive to space, man.
People are saying dogs were going nuts.
Yeah, the dogs be going nuts. They'll stop humping. But
Really?
if they had enough humping before totality, they will still come. You ever been cummed on by a dog?
I have not. You?
The fact that you had to sing it makes me suspicious. No, I think I've only seen it in movies and a couple dozen times it's happened to me in real life.
I've never been come on by a dog, but I've seen come on friends' pants from their own dog.
Ew.
Yes, I think I have seen that as well.
Yeah.
Jake, what were you teasing the dog with?
All that junk.
Took
I
the,
just-
cap,
no,
took
no.
the cap off your lipstick.
Yeah, Jake fills his peanut his penis with peanut butter. All right, man. Wow, man. That joke took the path of totality.
Yeah, a lot
That joke was definitely not smooth.
Jimmy 123 says my chickens went back in their coop.
Oh,
Is
that
that
wasn't
true? That's
That's
funny.
not a joke. That sounds like something you
That's
would say.
so funny. How fucking confused would you be 4 minutes later and the sun comes back? Like, what the fuck? I barely got to sleep.
Jesus, unique. Yeah, this is the Kumquat Hour, Jordan.
Yeah, it's official now.
Penis butter, and jelly. What was that? What children's show was that from? Was that Barney?
Could have been.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing specific pops out for that song.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat knows what peanut butter, and jelly. Divorced 7 times. Mike, do you know why chicken coops have 2 doors? One for black chickens, one for white chickens.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Toby, I do think that was the Wiggles.
then why do I know it? Why do chicken coops have 2 doors when they only need 1 hole for everything?
Code inspector. It's a fire marshal violation. Just like all homes need a front door and a back door.
Or else we having nuggets for breakfast again.
Quinny, I would like to find out more about that fellow. I'm not aware of him.
How do you even say that?
Toby, I do like fruit salad too. Yummy, yummy.
It was Barney.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called a kawaka. It's a hole that does everything. Yeah, they poop out it. They pee out
They
it.
bust it open.
The egg comes out of it, and they sex in it.
Is that really what it's called?
Kawaka.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called a kawaka. It's an everything hole.
Ray Liotta is my werewolf. What was the update on Chiefsaholic? I did not see that.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you guys, were you ever subjected to kids spop?
No.
Yeah, maybe just the commercials, though.
You got to be a real psychopath if you, 1, indulge your kids in that shit, and also 2, they go on tour and they have concerts.
Nah, not happening.
Man, a bunch of
You can come to the
beaten
Grateful
kids.
Dead concert.
Apparently, Chiefsaholic has to pay $10.8 million to a bank teller.
Ah, fuck off, man.
To a bank teller?
To
Yeah.
a specific person?
Yeah.
But what about the rest of the money he stole?
Yeah, tell her to eat shit, Jeff.
Eat shit.
Haven't they, like, taken his funds? Oh, I guess.
They've taken everything from the man.
Yeah.
Not his mask.
Or his suit.
The only time I've enjoyed Kids Bop is one time I did coke off his Kids Bop CD case.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like CDs.
You were bopping.
Zubert, I did watch some of the Women's March Madness games. I love Haley Van Lith.
Who's she? What did she play for?
She played for LSU, but she might have another year of eligibility. I don't know. If she doesn't, she would probably get drafted in the WNBA, but probably not till second round. And I watched Caitlin Clark. She's terrific, man.
I watched a couple of her games and did not care to watch the men's at all.
The women's tournament was much more enjoyable, especially the later rounds. They were much more enjoyable than the men's tournament.
Really?
It was nice that she had so much heat on her. Everybody was talking about her.
And she was still fucking airing
most
it
of
out,
the
man.
most of the games that I watched, she was just on fucking fire.
Yeah.
She's female Steph Curry. That was the LSU girl you got
Is
there?
she going to the NBA? Did I? Somebody today said something about that.
And yeah, it's a great point, Zubert.
WNBA.
Angel Reese from LSU, her dad was a rapper named Camouflage, and he got gunned down. We'll never see Camouflage again.
Now, I really think the smart decision, and this is coming from a guy that is an absolute dipshit, I think the smart decision for Caitlin would be to play one more year in college.
Can she?
Yeah.
Well, she's going to be the number one pick.
Yeah, but, like, dude, the money she could make as a senior in college,
Yeah.
being just the endorsements that she's going to get from this past tournament,
Right.
I think she'll make more money in college than she will, one more year in college than she will in the
I doubt
WNBA.
that. She's got so much buzz
Nobody
right
gives
now.
a fuck about the WNBA
Yeah, but
when you
she's
get there.
She got so much buzz going into it. She could be the potential Jordan for the league. You know, she could
yeah, but
I don't know how much money she could possibly get.
I think now with the NIL stuff, I think it's much more beneficial to stay in college. Like, how much? Granted, I mean, you can make all that advertising money in the WNBA, but at the same time, I think your profile will never be higher than when you're
That's what I'm saying.
a college player, especially a female college player.
I just think if she goes right into the WNBA, her name will stop getting talked about eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you get that one more year
Just
in
gives her
college,
one more year of that.
I mean, she was the biggest thing happening. Nobody has ever fucking talked about the WNBA playoffs, dude. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Quinny P says the max for the WNBA is $250K a year, I believe. Yeah,
That's the max you could get, so everything else has to come from endorsements?
I think they're subsidized by the NBA, and the NBA might set their salaries. Yeah, Brent,
She'll
you do
get
got a big
shitload
butt
of
though.
endorsements either way, but I think the fame she would get with one more year in the tournament
know, man.
really lift her to that level.
Yeah, she's special, man.
Yeah, she's made $3.1 million from NIL,
Nice.
which is probably more than she'll get in maybe her entire career in WNBA.
Well, all right,
Possibly.
so she'll be going
Whoa.
to Indiana's WNBA team, which I think is probably a best case scenario for her because, like,
They're the first pick.
they're the first pick, and I think she's an All-American white girl,
Mm-hmm.
which would
Corn-fed.
Yes, what could be more perfect for an Indiana team than a smooth white girl? Jake, why would you say that?
I did not say that, Mike.
Plus, I mean, already plenty of hay there for her to eat. I'm kidding, Caitlin. You're a little cutie. Come on. She's 18, right? Oh, boy, I'm getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I've done
Jeff,
it again.
what do you think, man?
Yeah, she's cute. Haley Van Lith, I like her. Hopefully
beautiful
she
lady,
starts
man. Yep.
an OnlyFans if WNBA doesn't work out.
Beautiful lady, man.
What are they saying?
I can't read that comment. Zubert at the end there.
Well, wherever she goes, and she will go to the WNBA, I'll watch her next year, man, because she is something else.
You're going to watch the WNBA?
For Caitlin Clark, I will.
How many games do you think you'll get through?
Whenever she's on TV, I would watch her.
I think he's full of shit.
No,
Yeah.
dude, it's insane to watch somebody be able to pull up from 35 feet away, and you think it's going to go in. Like it was never a case of her pulling up and being like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
It's like this is going to go in. And on top of that, too, she's an exceptional passer. So
Dude,
she's just
she
fun
had
to
some
watch.
Sweet
man.
assists. When they weren't falling for her in the second half of the championship game, she was dishing it out with some skill.
Quinny P. Yeah, it is funny to watch all these other WNBA chicks hating on her already. That's another reason why I want to watch her.
They really are.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I saw a video of the lady who, Caitlin Clark, she broke her record. She's
Oh, yeah,
had the
fuck
record
off,
for
lady.
like 30, 40 years.
And she didn't big her up.
She was like, she didn't break my record. My record still stands or something. She was like being a hater.
Stop.
She have a Fox News haircut.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know
Describe
what
the
that means.
haircut, Jeff. It's fine. It's a short blonde haircut, shoulder length perhaps.
Not a blonde-haired woman.
All right. Still sounds like a
Just
bitch.
Stop tearing each other down.
I was
man.
about to say, yeah, women, y'all's your worst enemies. Y'all's really your own worst enemies out there. Mike's talking about watching the fucking worst sports league to watch. And her peers are cutting her down.
Bro, I've been a fan of ladies basketball for a while now. I first got into it. I got into Tennessee because I had, what was that girl's name? She played at O'Hara, Kristen Clement.
Okay.
And she went to Tennessee in the late 90s, right after I graduated from high school.
Oh, cool.
And I
okay.
loved her, so I followed Tennessee. And I was briefly a Tennessee fan because of her.
Yeah.
And there's one time at my gym, she was actually playing there.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Pickup?
Yeah.
The same gym that you have to sign
Yeah,
in
in
at now?
Springfield, yep.
Wow.
Post career.
During career.
Really?
It was, she was home from Tennessee.
She still had to play some ball.
Yeah, she was a baller, man.
Damn.
Yeah, so I wonder what she's up to now.
I gotta get back on the court, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were a baller?
Yeah, when I was in the best shape of my life, I was playing basketball 3 times a week.
Wow.
Fucking full court, baby.
I'll play you.
Running full. Gotta run full.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to play no half court 3-on-3 bullshit, all right?
Okay.
I have incredible court vision. I need to use it.
Yeah. Well, I bet you got solar eclipse vision.
I'll be around if any of you guys want to play horse afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
We can do horse.
Yeah. It's more my speed.
Full court horse.
Full court. Yeah, let's do it.
Elena Deladon.
Yeah.
She was from Delaware. She was, I think, so the girl that went to the WNBA from my school, her name was Khadijah. She was already a beast when she was a sophomore.
Yeah.
And we would go to the games and yell, "Pass it to Khadijah."
That feminine, you would yell?
Yeah, the bit was, "Pass it to Khadijah." And I
Bring
think
it on.
she ended up going head to head against Elena Deladon in the
Sounds like a
championship.
fucking iguana.
Head to head against Deladon.
Deladon.
This may come as a surprise, but she's married to a woman now.
Elena?
Yes.
Wow.
God damn
Is
it.
she the tall one or the not tall one? I know that's a dumb question.
Are their
probably.
dresses sewn together at the bottom?
They're absorbed.
Come on, when do you wear a tux? For one picture, wear a tux.
We all want to know. We all want to know.
Yeah, they got to fight their way out of that thing, man.
You think gay women wear strap-ons and 69 each other? Lesbians only, so you will be outing yourself if you go buck.
Are you all familiar with packing penises?
Are they packing peanuts that are shaped like penises?
No.
Packing
A
penises?
packing penis is what a masculine lesbian wears to give the impression that she's got a flaccid bird in her shorts.
Wait, so they're just doing this for
Dick
fashion?
outline, yeah. Like if you're a hard woman that wants to wear gray sweatpants in public, you'll wear a packing penis to give the
Isn't that
impression.
stolen valor?
It is.
Yeah, and the women that are attracted to that actually like men. What is going on here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
God damn it, I just want to fuck a lesbian.
It's a crazy world out there, Jake.
I don't know what they're doing.
Unique says chicks lax is nothing to shake a stick at. That's a great bumper sticker. Love it. Jake, what movies you been watching, brother?
Well, I watched the one, Damsel, and then I've been watching a lot of documentary stuff like the Dynasty, and a lot of Is It Cake?
New season?
New season, looked through 2 TV so far. So, not cake.
You're biting straight into the TV?
Right into the TV.
Or you're cutting it with a knife?
No, I'm going full bite.
You know, it would be
Busting it
confusing if you tried to cut the TV with a knife to find out if it was cake and the knife ended up being cake.
That would be unfortunate,
Yeah,
but
I would be taking that back to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Hi, I bought this cake knife. Oh, it says it in the name. Okay, sorry.
Oh, it's a strap-on cake knife.
Then I guess I need a knife cake.
Zubert, I haven't watched that episode yet, but I like a lot of Andrew Callahan's stuff.
He was just on Matt and Shane's.
That's what he messaged, man.
Yeah, that guy seemed cool. I think he used to be called something different, right? All Gas No Brakes was the original channel name, I think.
Yeah, I remember seeing that somewhere. I don't
Um,
know if he mentioned it or...
no, man, well, I guess that's something smart.
You got 2 Johns. You evaded the third one. Good for you, man.
I dodged some shit earlier. Every other one was John,
Wow.
but was never 3 in a row.
Jeff's head must be getting sweaty at this point.
Yeah, I'm still wearing it since that Silence of the Lambs joke.
Yeah, you are.
What did you say
You might
again,
have to drive
Jeff?
home in it, honestly. Okay, he was part of the group that was All Gas No Brakes, and then branched out on his own. Good for him.
Oh, cool. I like
That's
Quinny
nice,
P's
man.
suggestion. A show called Is It Jake, but I dress up in costumes, and you're not sure if it's me or not. Yeah, executive producer credit right there, Quinny P.
What about a? Oh, they got me.
Oh, they got
finally
you.
got my ass. What about if you popped out of stripper cakes?
Oh.
We should look into that.
Ooh.
Just for the next time we go.
Is it cake or is
to a
it
murder
Jake?
plate.
It's just a huge. It's like, oh, that's definitely. There's no cake.
Man, if that's Jake, I am impressed.
Well, it's less like he's bursting out of it than he is eating his way out of it.
Yeah. We have a beautiful lavender USO cake feeding all of the troops or being a decoy for me.
Oh my god, it looks like a bomb caught it. Looks like a bomb has zeroed in on
They have
it.
one of the Hurt Locker robots come over and strangle me.
Wow, it turns out it was Jake and Cake.
My mistake.
Divorce 7 times says giant cake with a CPAP hose running to it.
I love that.
I
Damn,
can't believe
yo.
I've been looking over there pretending to read.
Zubert, when is the foam pit video going up on Patreon?
Well,
Any
yeah.
day now, man. We're eagerly awaiting its arrival.
It's on its final edit. It's almost done. We're
Yeah.
hoping tomorrow. We'll see. Definitely before the end of the week, it'll be up.
Sounds good, Jacob. Easy money. John, you look so good in a helmet, man.
Thank you, guys. I'm thinking about falling on my head outside.
Yeah, it is helmet weather, huh?
I'm just glad it matches my all-white motif for tonight.
Unique. I actually went to the shore a couple weeks ago with my wife because I wanted to see the building in Ocean City where that guy cut his wife's head, his mom's head off.
Was that recent?
Yeah, there was actually a Andrew Callahan note. He did an episode of Channel 5 on Ocean City, New Jersey. Great episode.
Guy cut his mom's head off?
In December, I believe it was, a man cut his mom's head off in a retirement home there. It's an apartment building.
You should link up with the guy from the other place nearby that cut his
He
dad.
should,
Yeah.
yes. There's something in the air that makes you want to cut your parents' head off these days.
Man. Anyway, try Manco and Manco while you're there.
Treat your parents nicer, man. Dude, I saw a thing today. Did you see the Delco Times
Jake.
thing today with the woman they found?
What'd they find?
Oh, yeah,
You
she
saw
had
this.
been...
She had been, what do they say, fused to the bed because she's
possibly
elderly-
months dead in the bed.
No, she was alive. She was alive and sleeping when they found her, but covered in feces and maggots, like dried feces.
She's alive.
She's alive.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they went in and they arrested some dude and
Oh, that's so sad.
supposed to be taking care. I know, dude. Seriously, he's supposed to be taking
It's
care of her.
Oh, it's
And he said like
almost
outside
sad
the
that she's
house
alive.
were a bunch of groceries like that were delivered and stuff. Like, just never came to the house. Went on vacation, I guess.
Oh my god, man.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess he could have just chopped her head off. You know,
Well,
like
was
everyone
she
else.
a bitch? If she's a pill, you know.
She's not. She's a sweet old lady.
I don't know.
Great question, John. Is the all white attire to signify your virginity?
Yes, it is once again spring, and I am once again a virgin, and I cannot wait for my hymen to be taken this week.
They call it midsummer.
Now I'm just gonna dress like a painter for the rest of the summer. When it's
You look
hot
like
out,
a painter.
I'm dressing like a painter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leonardo da Pussy.
No, I can't auction off the bottom portion of my of my zip off pants. Then I wouldn't have pants anymore, you psycho.
That is a great thing you could do is dress like a actual laborer or painter or someone of a trade when you wake up in the morning. Because you just go out and people are like, man, he must have worked a hard day.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. If I come out at 2,
And then just
like,
put on
"Damn, what time
construction.
did he get up to?"
Roll around in the dirt real quick and then go to Arby's and try to get some free meals.
Arby's is a Wendy's now, but they
I'm so sorry.
It looks like they're using the same rat box as before. So
Toby, not soon enough, brother. Yeah, we're trying to figure out a plan to come to Nashville. I can't wait to come there.
He's John the White.
You better believe we're going to be eating some hot chicken, baby.
Hot chicken.
Oh, Lou has a good question for you.
The most comfortable are these ACG ones, the Smith Summit.
Oh my God, you're nude.
They're not making this
You're nude.
this exact model anymore.
Drop those sleeves.
This is nice and
Give the people what they want.
okay. Take a look at it. Take a look
Hide
at
that
this
elephant trunk.
white ham. These are a thinner material than they're offering at the current moment. There's 2 different styles. One with a
Wow.
pocket that has a double pocket, and one and it's a little bit more on the front of the thigh, and then there's
Yeah.
one that's on the side, and it's a thicker pant, more of a wintertime cutoff.
Jake, do you own white clothing?
No. Come on now.
You wore a whitish hoodie the other day, didn't you?
I don't wear white clothing and I don't walk near hoses
Toby, we'll take you up on that, brother.
You afraid of getting wet?
or pitchers of water.
Yeah, we could use it. We had some dog shit pizza in Hartford, man.
It was New Haven, and it wasn't that bad. Jake liked
It was a good snack pizza, not a fulfilling pizza. Like this is around.
It seems like the perfect slice to eat a few of while you're drinking at a bar.
Yeah.
Toby, I'll tell you this. I would rather suck my dad's dick on my mother's birthday than eat pizza at that place again.
Man, he really did
On
not
your
like
mom's
that pizza.
birthday, you
Yes.
said? Did she make the wish on this, or is she just walking in on
I'm
this?
so sorry I made you get off the highway for that pie, man. It sounds like you really had a bad time.
I think I don't know if that's indicative of the pie from the entire area.
I think it's that style.
I hated it. Here, I don't know I hated it, but it was really disappointing because I had high hopes.
One bite review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a number out of 10.
3.
Insane.
I'm pretty sure Dave Portnoy's favorite pizza that he's like ever like ranked and reviewed is from New Haven. Like I think
It's that
that's what he
style.
says is his favorite.
I would give it a minimum 6.5, I think.
Yeah, I'd say
I thought it was good.
I'd say 6 because I just like the crunch. It's like a different style of pizza.
But just eat fucking popcorn if you want crunch.
I'm gonna.
We've already established
Yeah,
that
I'm doing
in an
it.
earlier episode.
Yes.
Here's the deal. It's like when you eat pizza, there needs to be some substance to what you're eating. It can't just seem like you're eating like
Yeah.
a hot potato chip, because that's what it felt like.
That's
It's
something.
definitely crazy thin. And the fact that no cheese is even an option blows my mind.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
what would you be getting if you got no cheese?
Like, what
Like,
did
what do
you-
you get out of that experience?
Would that sauce be like drippy? Like,
That's one thing that I thought was okay about it, is that it was very easy to handle in the sense that you weren't dropping shit all
yeah,
over
it
yourself.
wasn't messy.
Yeah.
You could turn it upside down and you wouldn't get messy.
Yeah.
Dude, I prefer the messy, man.
I do too, man. I want to get fucked up on it.
Yeah, I want to roll around in it, you know?
Y'all gonna get wet, man. I didn't know y'all like to get saucy.
Ventus, the first time I had Chicago pizza, I didn't like it, but the second time I had it, I really liked it.
I will say, like, for you saying you don't like the New Haven pizza is saying something because, like, you like Imperial. That's a very thin pizza.
But there's enough cheese on that.
Yeah.
For where the cheese is the dominant substance in that bite.
Yeah, they got a thick cheese coating there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the extra sand place, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the bar pizza, the crust was 90% of the experience.
I thought
Yeah.
the pizza was going to be heavy because when John came out carrying
huge,
the box,
yeah.
it was a
It's
huge box.
gigantic, yeah.
He's holding it one-handed, and it's kind of like the box is bending.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
like, oh, shit.
popping out of all the sides.
Yeah, I'm like, is he okay carrying this heavy pizza?
It
And
was
then
a touch and go there for a second.
yeah, and seeing it, I understand it needs weight to it. I think pizza needs to exceed an ounce level.
Yeah, that would flap in the wind if you put it up a flagpole.
That would be gone.
Be gone with my pizza.
Be gone, pizza.
You could, I mean, you can't walk outside here without getting good pizza. I had pizza from 2 great places today.
Today?
Yep.
That's a problem, Mike.
A slice each place?
I had 4 slices total. I had 2 for lunch, 2 for dinner.
Did you differentiate the slices at each place? Did you get one pepperoni, one plain?
I did. So the first place I went to was Little Anthony's in Media, which is one of my favorite pizza places.
Los tonitos.
Dude, the guys are so fucking cool there, and the pizza's delicious. I got a slice with tomato, spinach, and ricotta.
Oh, wow.
White?
Yes, delicious. And then the other slice was Sicilian. And at the second place,
Square?
yes.
Nice.
Interesting.
What's the place across from the studio?
Tony's?
Yeah, I think it's called Tony's.
Yeah.
Also Tony's.
Very good pizza.
I like the pizza.
So you went to 2 versions of Tony today.
I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I got 2 slices there, and they were excellent as well.
What flavors there?
I had another Sicilian, and I had a slice with pepperoni, sausage, and bacon.
Pep sauce, bacon. The meat lovers experience. I've had a slice there from the Port Richmond one. It's like chicken parm.
Really?
It's a goddamn meal. That thing's a slice.
Yeah, you ever get like a buffalo chicken pizza that's like cutlets on top?
That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's cutlets,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Breaded chicken. With some freaking mozzarella. Have any of you ever walked into a hole while lighting a cig or joint? John, I'm looking at you. Must have. At minimum, tripped on a curb or a sidewalk that's a half-inch higher on one brick than it is the other. But I did have a friend in New York City that, you know how, they have them in all cities, but the grates that go in or up.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He walked on top of one and went down, and he got fucked up, dude. Like,
Really?
Like a stitches-worthy cut on his leg.
Oh man.
The wild man. Oh, man. Nashville hot pizza.
That sounds delicious.
That does sound really good.
Goddamn.
Man, I can't stop thinking about that breakfast sandwich I had in Boston.
Oh, that thing looked good.
It was homemade sausage patty, jalapenos on a breakfast sandwich.
Eventide. That's what that place
Yeah,
was. That
yeah,
was
that was-
really good.
Very good.
Heath, I am Camel Blues all day, baby. That's how I do it. Yeah, Eventide was banging. They did a weird version of clam chowder. I didn't even know what clams looked like. They look like little octopus legs or some shit in my soup.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get that.
You wouldn't have eaten it?
No.
What would you have done when that came up on the spoon?
John
Bro.
got the pube special.
So John ordered New England clam chowder. I got oysters. Jake got a nice looking breakfast sandwich at this place, like a block from Fenway Park, called Eventide.
A very chef-inspired menu.
The oysters were delicious. I got fucking what did I get? I got cocktail sauce with it and fucking horseradish ice.
Oh yeah.
That
Which was
crazy.
delicious, yeah. And as I'm fucking enjoying my oysters, I look at John taking his first bite of his clam chowder, and there's a long thing with a black tail, which really it gave me pause, and not the Cameron Mace kind of pause.
I've never gobbled down something that weird looking in my life, dude. I really got brave on that bowl.
Did you feel it sliding down your throat?
I chewed it up. Long time chew. That was a long chew, brother.
Yeah, that was odd, man. And
I want to know what happens to the rest of the clam with the rest of the clam chowder that I've had in my life.
yeah.
What does a clam actually look like?
Yeah.
More of those clams?
Yeah.
I'm growing lobster claws.
You would look good with them, though.
Thank you.
I've always said
Have
that.
you tried walking to a church?
Not yet. What do you think will happen?
Might steam. Maybe it was a vampire squid from hell.
Oh my god.
It's a real thing.
Maybe I'll try praying. Thought I was a Winston guy. You think I'm poor?
USA's. That's how I
Jesus
you.
Christ. What, you think I'm smoking Pall Mall?
If anybody knows their seafood in the chat, can you tell us what that black thing that John put in his mouth was?
The vein.
Any guesses are welcome.
What was that, dude?
That was a clam penis. And you slurped it down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that, man?
I don't know.
Either way, did it taste gnocchi?
You bastard.
Got his ass a zap.
You said it pretty correctly.
Did I?
No, I was like, yeah, 90%er.
I've been seeing a dialect coach.
An Italian dialect. Everything else is getting fucked up.
Yeah, the food we had the first night was pretty good. The Mexican food was decent.
Yeah.
I fucked up on not getting chowder when I
was fun.
arrived.
Yeah.
Should have gone right into the hall to get some chowder. A rock clam.
Oh.
Where do you see that?
Rocco, of all people.
Mudvayne. Is that a real thing or is that just the band? Mudvayne. Dang.
Rock clam.
Is that what it looked like?
Innards.
That was like long and it had a black tip.
The
Jake.
black tip was equal in length to the white portion.
And it was hanging off the bed.
No.
That was thin.
No, it looked like from another world.
Jeannie says rock lobster, I think.
I'm beginning to think it should not have been in there.
Yo, you say the condom, bro.
Yeah, what if it was Yeah, what if it was just like a wet Newport?
Anybody see my scrunchie?
Oh my god, I lost another scrunchie. One of them fell onto my spoon as I was lifting it to my mouth.
Lou says it was a full intestine.
Lou, yeah, I believe Lou.
I'm telling you, it was a
Yeah,
full
you can
intestine.
hear the frustration. I'm telling you guys. Yeah.
It's digestive system. Why would they do that to me?
Yeah, I said vein. I said the.
But mud vein is in the shrimp.
I mean, it is shelled. It's shellfish,
I
which
don't-
is so
I don't
shrimp.
feel good.
I wouldn't,
Still?
man.
Quickly feeling bad.
That shit was pretty bad, man.
What have you eaten to overcome it since, besides Fenway Park dogs, which also
I think I had Shake Shack the other day.
okay. Now we're talking.
And I had another type of cheeseburger the day after. I'm back on the burgers. It's the balls and John ate jizz. Okay, this is all making me want to make things better at Wawa.
That was a tough spoonful, brother.
Yeah, but you know what? I manned up.
You did.
A situation occurred which made me feel uncomfortable for a moment,
Yeah.
and I ate past it.
I didn't like that when he decided to eat it. He put his hair back in a ponytail. That was
Also, I
Very
found
tough.
out the seasoning on the chips ended up being some kind of seaweed
That was good, though.
agent.
yeah, that was
And-
good.
I stopped eating them after I found that out.
Yeah, he was like, "Here, Jake, eat the chips."
Next time we'll go to. It turns out we should have just gone right into the fucking park and eaten park food the whole day.
And they had chowder in there.
I know they had chowder from a real place that has
Probably
normal
good chowder.
chowder.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
That's-
legal seafoods, but another chain.
innovative chef though, man.
I
stuff was
guess.
good.
Yeah, the breakfast sandwich is probably the better
Yeah.
move that day. It's the balls and John ate jizz. That is what is going on my tombstone.
He died doing what he loved.
Man, I'm gonna start sending shit back to the kitchen after this.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever done that?
No.
They rub their meat
Dude.
on it, right?
Yeah.
Is that really what happens?
No. But you're not getting treated with respect after that.
Have you guys seen the movie Waiting?
Of course.
It's, if I don't know, I'm assuming it's very dramatized, but it's basically they fuck with everyone's food.
If they're bad boys.
Yeah, if they're bad. Yeah, if they send it back, they're like, I think one guy like took his pubes and like
Oh,
sprinkled
no.
them on.
Just for sending it back?
Yeah.
Well, no, the guy was a butthead. It was made clear that he was a big butthead
Okay.
to the server. And the server gives him a little gladiator, up or down. And it was a double
Oh,
send
so
back.
the server holds the power.
Of course, yeah. If you were mean to me at a table, I did this with your food the entire way back.
Wait, can you show us one more time? I'm sorry.
Gotta get it wet first.
Oh my god. Oh. So it wouldn't be like a rogue cook doing this. It would be the cook looking to the server like, "Have you been wronged?"
Well, if you bring something back and the cook's in a bad mood and it's a
fuck.
fucking TGI Fridays that
Oh, no.
employs halfway house people, then your shit's probably getting nastified.
Yeah, I sent something back.
Never send anything back.
I sent something back.
If
What was wrong
anything,
with
get
it?
it taken off the check. Don't get it redone, and make sure you don't order
I did-
anything else.
I ordered
after
something
that.
else afterwards.
Jake,
What
you're
happened?
probably eating so much fucking human cum.
It was probably, yeah. So I got a steak. I love steak. I always get the fillet. I decided it was like
A man of no flavor.
10 ounce fillet or a 14 ounce New York strip, and it was like $5 less. So I was like, okay, I'll go with the New York strip. You know, it's more meat to it. So take a couple of bites. It's all gristle.
There's gonna be some gristle on
There's
it.
gonna be some. I agree with that. But every single bite that I took, and I mean, like I cut all around this thing.
You
like,
cut all the gristle off, and there was still gristle on the interior of it.
Oh yeah, through it.
Yeah.
Around the sides and like on the one bottom, like even so much like when you like give your wife a bite of the thing, like that was all gristle, and like
Damn.
that was like what I thought was a nice piece.
Yeah.
Where was this?
I don't want to say
Was it a chain?
no.
Okay.
It was a nice restaurant.
Ah, man.
And they made, and like I was very apologetic. I was like, I'm sorry. It's just like when you're
Yeah.
spending like,
I certainly wouldn't eat that if it was all gristle.
yeah,
I
didn't.
probably would send it.
Can you mouth the words to me?
I don't know. I brought the mic with me. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I ended up
And did
swapping
this-
it out for the crab cake.
The service seemed convincing in it being like, I'm so sorry. Like, was he sincere?
Oh yeah, yeah. She was sincere. She was like, hey, she's like, this is the first time for everything. Because I was like, dude, I've never sent anything back. I'm so sorry for doing this.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good response on her part. For your,
Really?
yeah, oh, it's
Are
the
you
first
fucking
time
with me?
for everything?
No, she.
After
like,
you said, I never said anything, well, it's
she
the
was
first
also
time for everything.
She was, but she wasn't saying it like sarcastic. She was of another. She was not. The USA was her second residence.
Excuse me?
I know. I shouldn't. God damn it! I
What
should
does
have.
that mean?
I don't think she was.
She was an immigrant?
She was an immigrant.
Oh.
Very polite, very sweet, very jokey.
Probably holds no power in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hot lady?
Oh my god.
She
I
was-
mean, I would
She was all gristle, Jake?
like. I would go back to her for service. I mean, all gristle. You
Yeah,
said.
service. I know what you mean.
all gristle, no breaks?
And you end up getting a crab. You cut it up. Comes.
Cut it up.
They couldn't get their DNA inside of it that quickly, but was there anything on top that could have been?
Just a bunch of hair.
I've never sent anything back.
Yeah.
The worst, I've never gone back. There's a hot dog place that we've been to together before
Uh-huh.
that the service is so fucking bad that I just cannot bring myself to ever go back there. However,
Oh man.
I never sent anything back, even
Yeah.
though they've gotten the order wrong when it's the most simplistic shit that you could imagine.
Understandable, but when you're spending $65 or $67,
Yeah.
you got to draw, like, this is why it was a first time. Like
Yeah, that's
that's a
I
lot of
mean,
money to
every
to
single
spend.
bite is gross.
Yeah.
then, yeah.
like I was
Normally
trying
you do have to
ha-
cut around it. And
Yeah, I mean you see I make steaks. I know how
Yeah.
it cooks. Like I like gristle. Like I just don't like
Some
a
of
whole
it.
steak of
Yeah.
it. You know. Yeah. I'm sorry, food gods.
No, that's a tough situation. I think you didn't do the wrong thing. I
Okay.
gave you a gross gristly steak.
Would you go back there again?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get a steak again from there, but yeah, the seafood was good.
What's your favorite place?
In Philly,
Anywhere.
there's a place in Salem I really like.
Hmm.
It's like a seafood spot that like we were talking about on the way up. I think like a seared tuna steak.
Oh.
It's just like seared on the outside, and then they have like almost like a sushi kind of wrap around it, like the rice.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's like an undercooked piece of tuna, and it's just like it's incredible.
What's the name of the place? I want to eat there.
Damn, I don't know. I can't remember the name of the place.
I had clam chowder at this place.
Is it right on the water?
I don't remember much.
It's like a fancy spot in town.
I don't. Yeah, it's the only thing I remember about it. It was in Salem, and it was very nice.
Blue awnings, kind of wood inside. Like it was like
Maybe too
all
much.
yeah,
I was drinking pretty heavily.
Heath, it was not a fillet. This was the New York strip.
yeah,
The fillet would be entirely ingestible, of course.
yeah.
John, what's your favorite restaurant?
I mean, honestly, it's Chili's.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, as far as places that I go, there's no place I go that's like not a chain restaurant.
Really?
Yeah. I hate regular restaurants, man.
Quality.
I mean, regular restaurants are chain restaurants in my mind. But like, yeah, quality restaurants with like the place we went in Boston is not my kind of place. I don't like snooty places.
Yeah.
Like, seemed very up your own ass kind of a place, you know?
Yeah,
And I think all of the restaurants in Philly, in my area, are kind of like that, a little bit snooty. I like that one barbecue place in Fishtown.
Oh, that is
Fat
good.
Sal.
Fat Sal.
Yeah, we used to do happy hour there all
Love
the
that shit,
time.
that Gall and Company.
Oh,
has good
Gall and
food.
Co's good. Yeah.
Yeah. That kibasi like cheesesteak thing they have
Witter
is
Wadowski is
oh
banging.
my God.
But I usually don't. I don't do sit down. I usually get to go from most places.
Damn, bro.
What's your favorite restaurant?
I like Fogo a lot.
Yeah,
I enjoy Morton's.
Never been to a Morton's.
dude, I almost said Fogo.
It's
Fogo
it-
is banging.
it's so hard to
Yeah.
beat. And there's a place in Radnor called Sullivan's Steakhouse, which was the best steak I've ever had.
I've been to Sullivan's in Wilmington.
That's
Delicious,
a chain,
man.
yeah, right?
Yeah, they are
that-
good.
Yeah,
Nice fucking Fogo. We got to do one. We got to do a
Yeah,
Fogo.
we gotta do that, baby.
yeah. Remember we were doing like a little meeting, and we were like, oh, let's do Fogo, and then like John had the great decision. He's like, we can't do Fogo.
Corey says John doesn't like going to places that make him zip his lower pant leg back on.
Yeah, you can play by your own rules at a Chili's, baby.
Yeah.
Got his ass, Corey.
But
You
we should
always get
visit.
treated like shit
that.
at Chili's.
Yeah, we should visit a Fogo with no business to attend to.
Yes, yeah, just fucking leaving upset.
Well, for the for the record, it will be a business meeting. We will be talking business the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll mention
Business.
something before the coasters get turned over.
Yeah, business goddamn meat in my mouth.
Yeah, if you don't leave that place uncomfortable, you kind of didn't get your money's worth in my mind. And yes, I do love a good Golden Corral.
Let me ask you: you go to Fogo, you start eating, you powerhouse through like the first round of dudes with meat. All of a sudden, your tummy starts rumbling. You have to go to the bathroom. Are you tapping out? Are you done for the day, or do you go handle your business, come back to the table with a empty briefcase, and then flipping that paddle back over?
I would definitely continue to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I clock myself each time. I eat for a solid 45 minutes to an hour. Nonstop. And then I start to slow down.
Have you been nudged to leave before?
I don't think so.
No.
Easy money. I have not heard of that.
Would you ever try to go into Fogo with Tupperware?
No.
That'd be a fun.
I'm trying to
goof.
get a lifetime ban. Ziploc lined pockets, of course.
All right now. Actually, those pants would be incredible
God.
for it.
I mixed up my chicken leg with my beef leg. Fuck.
You just wrap your whole leg in plastic.
This has a little meat cinch at the bottom.
Oh my god!
All right, we're getting some good recommendations in the chat. If you haven't answered yet, what's your favorite place to eat? Could be chain, could be standalone restaurant. God, I'm fucking starving right
Oh man,
now.
Lou says Uno is homeless man Chicago pie. You guys have both had Chicago pies before, right?
I think I've been to a pizzeria Uno. I think that would be the closest definite yes. But I've had deep dish, which I think is
Like Giordano's, is that the one that I hear mentioned often?
I went to a place in Echo Park in LA. I think
Okay.
it's called Masa. And I think they do Chicago style. It's definitely, it takes an hour to get
But
made.
isn't all pizza in California like bad? Like not great.
This certainly
anyway?
wasn't worth like fucking an
The
hour
price.
wait and price to immediately burn your fucking mouth on.
Yeah.
You still have to wait a half hour for this thing to cool down. But I think that was like what Pizzeria Uno does.
Okay.
But I would like to try some when we're actually in Chicago.
All right, y'all. Getting ready to... dude, Portillo's. I cannot fucking wait to go there in Chicago, man.
Same.
Dude, I can't
I'm going
wait.
to get wet there.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to get dipped. I'm going to hold me by my Achilles heel and dip me.
I'm going to have him dip your pants in there. All right, y'all. Thank you for another fun live episode of Little Stinkers. Jake, John, anything you want to promote?
Come see us in Chicago on Sunday the 26th, and come see us in Morris Plains, New Jersey, and follow me at Johnny Delco on Instagram and Twitter.
Beautiful. He plugged the shows. I would say follow me at Jake Mattera on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks, guys. How about you, Mike? What do you want to promote?
We're going to put the links for tickets for all of our shows in the episode description here. So if you want to come to any of our shows, whether it's in Morris Plains, New Jersey, Chicago, anything that we got coming up, please come see us. We love hanging out with everybody. Check out the episode description. It's also in my social media bios, which is at Mike Rainey 82 on everything. And thank you guys for watching this on Patreon. We're going to release this publicly in about a week. If you want to get on the Patreon and you're not on the Patreon, you can join us at patreon.com/lilstinkers. That's LILSTINKERS. We got new shit every week. We're doing live streams just about every week. Book club stuff, movie watch-alongs, mini Snickers episodes, live AMAs.
Killer Pen Pals.
Just fun stuff all the time, man. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. This shit was so much fun, man. I'm sleepy and hungry.
Check out my new character, Arm Pants. I just created him right now.
All right, y'all. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Bye, y'all.